It's 6:30 p.m. on Monday, March 16th. We are going to start the meeting of the River Plantation Municipal Utility District Board of Directors. All board members are present. First item on the agenda is to review the minutes of the meeting of the Board of Directors from February 16th. Any comments, questions, corrections? If not, do I hear a motion to approve the minutes of the February 16th meeting?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
Okay. Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay. All in favor? Aye. Okay. Second thing on the agenda is to receive the comments from the public. I have a no, not yet, and a liars, and Jamie, you didn't put anything.
Yeah, I just want to make a comment.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay, your first one up.
Oh.
Gary, did you sign in?
Let me,
Yeah.
take off the.
Gary's over there.
I'm the not yet.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's not yet. Oh, are you wanting to on any of the agenda items, or?
I don't know, I'm not sure what the agenda items are.
Oh.
We're probably
you need to
different.
say your case now, at this time.
Oh, okay,
Okay.
yeah, go ahead.
All right,
yes,
let's
ma'am.
look down there.
Yes, that's right.
Now, you're at violations. You will come up when we get to violations, unless you wanna make,
I would love to do this now, because this is really, you're gonna have to be sued.
Well,
And
okay.
anybody, you can apologize to me now, otherwise,
Okay.
everybody whose name is at the bottom of that letter
Okay.
will get letters to your superior.
I advised you about interrupting a public meeting.
But we're talking, right?
We're taking it in order. We have an order of the agenda of the meeting, okay? You said liars. That's not a yes or no, you wanna speak. So you will speak
Yes, I wanna
when we
speak.
get, you will speak when we get to the violations. Well, this gentleman is ahead of you on the list, and he wanted to speak, okay? So,
okay.
when we get to you, but you cannot plead your case, is Paul on here? You cannot plead your case as far as a violation until we get to violations on the agenda.
And what if I just leave?
That's fine.
What are you
Then-
gonna do about that?
Then we will assess your case, your violation, and we will assess you whatever. We will do whatever the board decides to do.
Even if it's a $20,000 fine for a sign that was never there?
It says up to.
No, it says a
No,
$20,000
it says up
fine.
to a $20,000 fine. Anyway,
And
Okay.
let me
Mr.
just
Brazil,
make
let's-
a,
Okay,
let me
go
just
ahead.
make a statement here. This is a government entity here.
I know,
This
but you're
is
not
not a
acting very
homeowners
governmental and
association.
professional.
This is not a community group of any kind. This is a government entity.
Mhm.
We follow strict rules that are very strict, that are given to us by the Texas state government.
Mhm.
And we will continue to follow those, which all includes enforcement of rules and regulations, including fines that are.
Well, you're the only one that's stating that and
Okay.
feeling that. I get you.
is it Zote or Zote?
Zoot.
Zoot.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Well, I'm here about basically, drainage
Okay,
again, and I'm gonna let her, let
Okay.
her speak about it.
Yeah,
Okay.
Give us your address first, so everybody knows what we're
504
talking about.
Monitor Park.
okay.
You're gonna bring them up to the podium?
Oh, yeah.
Can you
Come
to
on
the
up.
podium so we can see
That
them?
way they can, the attorneys can see you and the engineer can see you and, yeah.
Taylor, are you on here?
Yes.
Okay, my name is Deborah.
Yes, I am.
I live at 504 Monitor, and I was coming just to question if there is gonna be any more drainage work done, because the recent drainage work, I'm not sure the exact date, but I have the date, and I have the pictures of the culvert in the back of our yard. And this was after the improved drainage was done, and we came so near to flooding after between 2 and 3 inches of rain on September 7th.
Okay.
And I took pictures of this culvert. It was totally occluded. It looked like, kind of like chicken wire had been strung across the culvert. It was totally occluded with leaves, pine nettles. I have multiple pictures.
Okay.
So we had to physically go out the next, it was like an act of God, thank you God that it stopped when it did. It was at our door.
It's a storm sewer in your
Yes.
backyard?
Yes, there's
Okay.
one on the corner, and then there's one on our neighbor's corner.
Okay,
And it had gotten within probably a foot of our pool.
okay,
It was up to our front door. We were freaking out.
okay,
But it stopped, and so we went out, cleared some of this stuff away, which I have pictures of, and it's like, why would you put wire and this mesh-looking net? It just clogged everything up. Once we raked that away, it drained. This was after the drainage work was done.
okay.
And it was like, it is a gut. And so my neighbor next door saw two guys out in her backyard, and she said, can I ask what you're doing? They said, we're looking to bid on drainage work in our town. I'm like, oh, good. Hope it's better than the last go-round. So is there future drainage work to be done?
We're doing a lot of drainage work, but I don't know, is Monitor Park on the list? If not, Mario, can you have somebody go by and look at that?
Absolutely, I already have it written down.
Yes.
And I have.
Hey, real quick, so their house, I know exactly the one, I've actually been out there to visit it. So we did do a bunch of replacements in their backyard specifically. However, this is part of the system that runs down the back of lots that have had sinkholes.
Okay,
What happened was, we had bid it to line all of that storm sewer. Well, one of the storm sewers was way worse than from when we had originally videoed it, and we needed to remove and replace it. The problem was where it was located with the power line easement and everything like that, we didn't have the appropriate approvals and coordination with CenterPoint. And so we knew we were following up with a secondary storm sewer, which you guys have awarded the contract to, and we are under the process, or I will be actually presenting the bid tonight, and we will be doing the contract to move forward with that work. So all of that is part of the process. I'm so thankful that you guys didn't flood. Mario, if you wouldn't run by, I know we left up a decent amount of silt fence due to the runoff. I'm afraid that maybe that had gotten, we usually leave that up for about a year. It needs to be pulled, and Mario's team can pull all of that.
okay. We will get on it.
All right, great.
Thank you.
Information before the end of this meeting.
Okay, well. Jamie just walked outside. Can Tommy want to go holler at her? 'Cause it's her turn. Oh.
Jamie, do you need help?
Jamie, your turn.
Yeah. We've got a bunch of trees down.
I gotta come up here.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're used to being in the limelight.
Huh?
You're used to being in the limelight.
No, I don't like it. So the reason I came tonight was because I kinda got upset about last time. And I'm not speaking other than a homeowner. When you have the damage before to the, that was a hard time reading, didn't it? I forgot who it was. Harpeth? I know that y'all didn't all agree on the fine, but my big thing is the fee that you assessed her, $100. I just wanna know what the attorney fees were, because I don't believe that you collected those. And that's my money, your money, the district's money that you're wasting by not collecting the attorney fees. And so I'm asking that you consider that the next time you find somebody, that you need to get those attorney fees, because that's a waste of money that we could use to buy some trees on Charleston or something else. So, that's I wanted to speak, because it's really not fair to the district. That's all I got to say.
Thank you.
Okay. Number 3, financial and bookkeeping matters, including the bookkeeper's report, the tax assessor collector's report, the review of the investments, and the payment of the district's bills.
Alrighty, everyone. We left off with $42,000. We've got a transfer from your online account and a transfer from Texas class. We received payment from Victor Insurance. This is a return of y'all's premium. Earned interest on the account. Processed your payroll taxes. You'll see something out of the ordinary, which you don't typically have to do. That's a transfer over to your STP account. We released checks and by we I mean I handed out the checks at the last meeting before East Plantation met, so, we did an early payment from your general operating funds to the STP so that those accounts, those checks would clear, and I applied that payment at the next time that we did the billing, so I reduced it whenever we did the billing for this time.
Is that what you were looking for?
Under checks previously approved, we issued your CenterPoint, your Lone Star, Dynamic Cleaning Crew, an expense reimbursement, then 2 checks to J&K, that's the tree removal and the pond cleanup, and then Water Wizard for the pond cleanup. Then today we've got lawn expenses, your registration fees, consolidated for internet expenses, energy, bookkeeping fees for the month, your monthly lake management fees, quarterly appraisal fees, maintenance and operations for February, your IT admin fees, billing to your joint drainage and your STP fund, legal fees, your emergency alert system, engineering fees, and then refunds for the month. We've got a new blank check to replace the CenterPoint one that we issued. Ending balance in your checking account is $23,000.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
On income that we get,
Mm-hmm.
there was damage done by the Water Wizard people
Okay.
on the cable, and the lake people came out to fix the cable,
Okay.
but the Water Wizard people told me they would make good on that cost,
Okay.
and I sent them an invoice, and I just wondered if you had received anything from them.
I have not yet.
Okay.
I'm gonna make a note to look for that check.
Okay.
Do you know how much it is?
$198.08, and it would be from Water Wizard.
Got it. Okay. I have not gotten that yet.
Okay.
I got a question, not for you, but on the law firm charges and Radich. It looks like there's 6 issues on there that are dealing with, the election. And Paul, I didn't know that you deal with the election. I thought you were a litigation attorney for us. Can you explain why we have 6 issues that you're charging us for the election?
Sure. So my assistance on the election is dealing with what I'll call some of the commentary and communications that are floating around out there, and a fair amount of, I think some of the words I'll use are misinformation. And so there's a lot of correspondence being brought to my attention, and I'm helping to address some of that because it's several of the subject matter that you're dealing with in the board meeting tonight. And I wanted to be clear on the bill that it was and at least in part related to the election, but it's definitely things that are coming before the board tonight with some of the issues that the public's bringing and those types of things.
Okay.
Oh.
Good.
Okay.
How do I get that information on how much that was for the fee for last month?
Oh, it was somewhere around $2,500 for the attorney's fees. It was about $2,500.
So basically, we lost $2,400. Okay, all right.
All right, your online account, we've got accounts receivable coming in, your transfer over to your general operating fund, customer returned NSF items, and I always like to point out it's not y'all's account going NSF, it's people that pay into your account that are NSF on their side. Investments are listed, total operating funds of 1.6. Your tax deposit account, tax collections came in at $272,000. Earned interest on the account, we've got your transfer over to your general operating Texas class account and to your debt service fund. Ending balance of $61,000, and we are 89.63% collected as of the end of February. Your next page, your capital projects fund, we received in payment from your from East Plantation. We have 1 check today for Vogler and Spencer for all of their ongoing projects. Including your Texas class, we're at 6.9. Your debt service fund, transfer from your tax account listed, earned interest here, and we made your debt service payment. Also the paying agent fee related to that. Ending balance of $1,327,000, and your next debt service payment is not due until September. We're already set to go on that. Your STP fund is on the next page. We received in payment from both participants. Still holding on to the 2 blank checks, and like I mentioned before, We look at the due dates on these, and so if it's not gonna be due, then I just bring it to the meeting for y'all to see it at that time. If it does end up where it's due beforehand, then I issue the check for that. That way there's no late fees ever incurred. Today for y'all's approval, we've got energy, GFL, your bookkeeping fees, operations and maintenance, Republic for garbage services, and then engineering fees. We left off with a negative, but once we have billing in from your general operating fund and from East Plantation, then that makes that positive.
Okay, on the,
Yes, sir.
on the Entergy bills, we're getting billed still for, I asked you about this before, about central location.
I think that we,
Operations.
is that what we talked about outside?
Yes.
I don't know why
Can
we're
you
being,
find out what that is?
yeah, I need to get with Mario. I'll have to send him a copy of that invoice and see.
I just wanna make sure we're not getting double billed and the fire station's supposed to pay for the electricity.
Okay. Do you know, were they supposed to change the utilities?
They did,
They
or
did?
they, yes, they were supposed to.
So then the question is, what is central operations?
If I get the bill, I'll look at the meter number.
Meter
just
number.
I'll look at all the facilities just to be sure.
Sorry about that. I'll send that over to Mario. Actually, I had the bill in there, so
I was gonna say.
I'll take a picture of it.
Pull the,
Um,
write down the account number and get it tomorrow, or text it to him.
All right. Your joint drainage fund, we received in payment from both participants. Today for y'all's approval, energy, your bookkeeping fees, engineering, and then ICS. This is East Plantation Ditch Quarterly Channel Maintenance Pay App number 2, ending balance of $4,000. Your next page is your profit and loss for the month of February. And we're looking at the middle column, we're looking at October through February, so a good chunk so far. Maintenance taxes is at $553,860. Total interest is $23,590. Those are just things I like to highlight. Total income of $955,000. Your water and sewer expenses bring us on to the next page. You'll see all of your admin fees listed out there. Let me see. We talked about last time moving that,
Trees.
the trees at, so we've got the tree replacement takedown, listed out there, so you can see that now. Overall, total income of $203,688 so far. Your STP fund, zeros across the bottom, show we've built everything out.
A question for you.
Yes.
On this one. What's got the 142 negative on the budget?
Yes, sir.
Is that what they were talking about on social media as money we lost? Because we
She
didn't
wouldn't-
lose any money.
She wouldn't know,
What they're
but
talking about.
she doesn't know what they're talking about, but yes, that's what they're talking
But,
about.
okay, well, it's what it is, somebody reported that we lost $142,000. And I know we're breaking even, we're doing better than that.
To clarify that, if you would like me to talk on it a little bit more, that is your budget.
Yeah,
So
I know, it doesn't mean anything, it's just a number.
it's a placeholder. We use this as a
Right.
just as a tool, so that we can kind of see where we're at throughout the year. That negative 142,000, we could have put a placeholder in place on this that says using general operating surplus funds. So the way to think about this is the beginning of each fiscal year, so y'all's fiscal year ends on 9/30. So October 1st, we're not starting from $0 in your bank account. We're not starting over. Your bank account has money in it that you've, replenished throughout the years. I guess built up over the years, should I say. So whenever you have a budget like this, where we're showing negative 142,000, that means that we're using your surplus funds.
And it's just an estimate.
And it's just an
That's
estimate,
right.
it's not set up,
Yeah, these funds these are the ones that count on the other side.
Correct.
yeah. So this is kind of like, we take the best hit at a
I
crystal
just wanted
ball.
on the record that
Yeah.
that's what it was. We did not lose $142,000 period, anytime.
And the 600,000 from Takas has never been accounted for on any
Yeah, I
budget,
know. They
ever.
fail to be transparent when they put that stuff out there, you know?
Correct.
Yeah, well, I don't mind going over and reiterating, so just let me know. I know you guys, people watch this online, so,
Yeah.
we're just using the money from previous years that you guys have collected, and built up in reserves, so that's what that means.
Thank you.
Do
Yes,
you want
sir.
the account number for that Entergy bill?
Yeah.
You can text it to me or send me a picture of it.
Okay. I'll text it to you.
That's everything I have. Do y'all have more questions or anything y'all want me to clarify?
Do we have do I have a motion to accept the bookkeeper's report, the review of the, or payment of the bills and the review of the investments?
I make a motion that we accept the financial report, investments, and pay bills.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, park maintenance matters.
Park maintenance matters, we had, the Water Wizard people come out and clean up the pond. Looks great. They also cleaned the filter on the fountain, and it's shooting up higher than it ever has. I had comments from folks that it looked like it was really clogged up because it was low, and now it's shooting up really high. We've had, J&K do tree cleanup with debris and cut down some trees. And we're gonna be working this week on cutting down some more dead trees. His monthly service for taking care of the trees. And then, Mark, I don't know if you wanna add on to this, but the tree committee met Sunday a week ago. And then this weekend, the tree committee went to a nursery to look at trees.
Right.
So,
Yeah, we're looking at Schumer, it's an oak that is indigenous for this area, and it's very drought resistant, and it grows fast. So we're looking at 65 gallon. We might be able to get the next size lower. Do you remember what that was?
45.
45.
45.
So the owner of the place, he's gonna look at it out at his farm to see if he can get his largest 45. We might even be able to save more money, but currently, with partnering with CIA, we were able to get a large savings, and it would be, the 65 is $475 a piece.
That's a
But
good price for
and that's
65
not,
gallon.
and that's not counting the discount that we're gonna get. And then the delivery was $150 for all of them. So we would just basically split the price with CIA. But the total for 20 trees, we had agreed we'd get 10. They thought they would go ahead and get 10. Currently, without trying to downsize it to 45 and getting additional savings, it's at 8,700, which I thought was
Which we
extreme.
would pay half.
We would pay half of that, right?
Oh, wow. Okay.
I was surprised we were able to do that well.
$43.50, right?
Okay,
Right.
that's
$43.50.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's where we stand right now on the trees, and I think we included those in the budget.
Right.
So, that's not anything
I
really
can't
that
remember
we
if
have
it was
to.
5,000 or 10,000 we allotted for the replacements.
We just remembered the number of trees. At least personally, I couldn't
Right.
remember.
Well,
but I
we've got,
remember it
yeah,
was
we've got
twice.
40,000 in there for replacement and takedown, so, and
Okay.
right now we're at 5,700, so.
Okay.
And while we're talking about it, I wanted to see what y'all's thoughts were, kind of looking at trees, other additional trees like we do the park bench. Would y'all be interested in kind of open, of course, we'd still control it, the type of tree, size, where it
If
would go.
somebody wanted-
If somebody wanted to donate a tree, they could have a plaque there if they wanted, as a
How
memorial
would you
to
do,
somebody.
how would you do it? Well, I guess you can
It could
buy
just
one,
be
go
in the ground, yeah.
You have to
I'd
have
be
a
afraid
concrete
somebody's-
little, you have to have
Yeah.
a concrete.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
The concrete rough with black on it, we've done those before for other
Okay.
districts,
Okay.
but you gotta put them in pretty deep.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'd be afraid somebody's stealing them or break them or something, so, you know, how the neighborhood is, so.
It was just a thought, in addition to what we're, doing.
As long as we can control where they go, I don't see any problem with them. You have other neighborhoods that do that, Mario?
Yes. I can give
Works
Keith,
out okay?
I think Keith has another district in Fort Bend where they do that. They do the benches and they do the trees.
Trees. I don't see
I
what.
can look into it.
It might actually, you know, because we, at this rate, we're not gonna catch up with the trees that
Right,
we
they were
lost.
coming down.
But it might give us a little, the delta might be a little
Yeah.
bit less, right?
Yeah, let me look into that, bring me something next month, or I'll touch base with you. and
Okay.
see what we find.
Okay, okay. All right, so first off, you want a motion to,
Yes, I'll make a
Okay.
motion that we accept, with this current, price, $43.50, as the max, and we're looking at actually being less than that.
okay.
Uh,
And that's
for
with the delivery and everything?
Delivery fee.
Now, we gotta find some, we gotta have somebody plant them.
Right, that doesn't count the planting, and we still thought we would also,
So what do you think the planting is gonna cost on
How
those?
many trees was
Like
it?
10.
10,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know yet, we were going to try to look at the same person that CIA is going to do,
Okay.
use, and get his price, and then we
Okay.
can present that next month.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
But he has agreed that he would at least do it, we just don't
Okay.
know what the cost
Cost
would be.
Okay. Will we be getting it next month will be April. Is it getting too hot to plant?
I don't think
No?
so.
Okay,
And the trees are just now beginning to bud.
That's right. The ones that we saw out there were just starting to bud, and it was really interesting to see them because even the 45 gallon looked almost as big as the 65 gallon.
okay.
The only thing that we probably will have to look at is, maybe a trailer or something with water to make sure they stay. You know,
Where
we
are
gotta
you
make
thinking about planting them? Because I just signed the contract today for the irrigation system. So, are they gonna be
We were thinking
close
initially down the
RP Drive?
driveway,
RP
and
Drive.
then as we get more trees in future years, we'll start spreading them further out.
Yeah, I'll have to get
But
somebody to get the
I don't
irrigation.
know, with my personal experience, just your regular irrigation doesn't water a new
Yeah.
tree enough, we would actually have to go and, they do that on the highways, you know,
Yeah.
just really soak them.
Okay.
Yeah.
It will be, but maybe we could split that with CIA, we could go in partnership, you know, too, by one watering system.
Yeah, it's true. Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
And then Alpha is, this is the last month Alpha cut just once for the month, and they did it last week. So starting in April, we'll get cut twice a month. No additional charge, it's a monthly charge they give us.
Okay.
So, start next month, will be twice a month.
Okay. Okay. So you want, so you don't wanna make a motion this month on the trees? You wanna wait, or for next month, or you wanna?
I would suggest we do it all at once.
Okay, so you wanna hold off on it till we get the cost? Okay.
So we're looking at the
That's fine.
entire cost.
Okay.
Okay.
Because, correct me if I'm wrong, Davis, we have to have a meeting early next month, don't we, for the election, to, certify the results of the election? Or no?
That'll be in May.
Oh, that's right, next month's April. I just said that, yeah, okay, so, okay, all right. So, anything else on Park Matter?
I've been noticing something, I think one of the signs at the little pond is moved, the pole's still there, but the do
Yeah,
not
where is
fishing
it?
sign, it looks like it's not there, so we need to get that replaced.
I'll get with that.
Did you guys replace that one, like a couple of weeks ago? Did you go pick
We
that one?
picked it up from, I believe, the sign company.
You did?
Okay, but it hadn't been put up?
Oh,
Okay, cause I was hoping,
Okay.
they didn't get stolen again.
Okay.
I'll confirm with that. right
Okay,
now.
okay. Cause if it did, we'll have to order another one and figure out a different way to put it up. Right, so, okay. All right, anything else on Park Matter?
That's all I got.
Okay. Okay. Operators report.
All right. Good evening, board. Everybody should have a report. Connections with 975 with 32 vacancies. We have revenues totaling at $72,004.57. Fuel consumption $5,724,000. We're at 90% accounted for this month with 3 leaks repaired, 2 of those being main breaks. Collected our 6 bacteriological samples, all came back good. Below that, we have our wastewater treatment plant numbers. Everything is working within parameters. 57% of its permitting capacity this past month. A little over almost $4 million in reuse water with a revenue of $1,144. And below is your age receivables and consumption chart. Following page, production and accountability report, 90 for the month, but 93 for 12-month average, and then your 2 charts reflecting those numbers. And final page is the DMR submitted. Again, all zeros to the right, so no excursions or breaches to report. And that's all I have.
And how often do we test the drinking water?
Daily for chlorine residual. We have monthly bacteriological samples, and these are the ones we, per the monitoring plan that TCQ provides us, that's monthly. And that's pretty much it.
Your sampling is in different areas of the district?
Yes.
then?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we do all 6, so the state provides a map, and we do quarterly monitoring. So we'll do phase 1, you know, this quarter, and then next quarter we'll switch it around.
There were 5 specifically done in Mosswood because
Correct.
someone had posted I'm not even gonna call it a complaint. Someone had posted an insinuation, and so I called Mario and they went out specifically
We did
for.
5 locations in the Mosswood section, and all came.
So no issues?
No issues. No.
Good.
And we're now billing at the new rate?
Yes, as of February 1st.
So I'm gonna put you on the spot, but I'm probably gonna ask Keith this too. So we were this earlier today looking at the newsletter that Carl did, and apparently nowhere online you can find that. When you, like, I don't get physical bills in the mail. I guess I went to paperless, and so I don't see it. So I thought, well, I can go to your website and look for it. It's not there anymore.
It's not there. Okay.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
We get that put on there. That's not a problem.
Okay.
So whenever you're done with your newsletter, just email it to me or Keith, and we'll get it put on the MLC website.
And on that same note, why does she not get the paper bill and I do? And I've got to say, I
So
think
when
the
you
same
signed
way.
up from Starnick, from when we went from ABR to Starnick, you had the option to do paperless, paper, or both.
Do we still have that option?
Yes, sir. You can go in and
Because
edit it any time.
you draft my account, I don't need an envelope to send it back,
Right, right.
you know?
Yeah, you can do that. You can edit that at any moment.
I mean, so I can just
If you
go on
need
the
help, just let me
website.
know. I'll have one of the girls give you a call.
Okay, I'll go change it.
Okay.
And Mario, there's a copy of the newsletter right there that I'll
Yes, sir.
send the PDF.
Perfect. I'll take that.
Do I have a motion to accept the operator's report?
Make a motion that we accept the operator's report.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Thank you, board.
Okay, number 6, engineer's report. Thanks, Maureen.
Hey guys, hopefully you guys all saw my report come out this morning. I believe Mara was able to print it out and provide as well. Thank you for letting me do this via remote. For first item, the permits for the stormwater quality management plan. I've attached the 1-year annual report along with the educational material. This material will be included in your utility bills. It's part of the annual report management items to notify public, to reduce, waste and things like that, yard clippings. And so we'll send that over to Mario's guys to put in the paper billing. We'll also post it on y'all's website. Water plant number 1, water well number 1. So we attached the proposal for plugging that water well, as we discussed last time, in the amount of $35,800. What this does is it cuts the well 5 foot below the surface per the TCEQ. It fills it with cement so that it can't be used, and then it no longer has anything to do. Moving on to the design projects, the E-Stitch FEMA work, the contractor's still working through the insurance requirements. Once they finish up, they will mobilize. For the E-Stitch maintenance, the ditch was cleaned out at the end of February. We moved that up due to the pending work on the channel. We're also pausing it for the duration of the concrete channel rehab. While that's going, we do have pay application number 2 in the amount of $18,150 that we recommend payment. Nothing new really to report on the wastewater treatment plant rehab. The construction is substantially complete. They're just working on knocking out some punch list items. For Charleston Park, Julie, you mentioned executing that contract for the irrigation. For the Mosswood ditch, we're also waiting on insurance to be corrected before that one gets underway. That's for the clearing, not the emergency repair. Storm sewer phase 2 rehab, we received 8 bids. Civcon Group was the low bidder in the amount of $1,985,680. If you'll remember, we bid this right around Thanksgiving, before December, and it was approximately 2.6 million. So by going back out for bids after the holidays, we saved about $650,000. $155,000 of that is the responsibility of East Plantation because of the joint storm sewer system. So attaches our recommendation of award for that project. For the Mosswood sinkhole, the contractor has begun construction to repair that issue. They've stabilized the yard and are working towards the channel. Once they start to excavate near the channel, we'll have a little bit better idea. They have not broken ground there yet. They got stalled due to the rain, but they were able to stabilize everything closer to the residents. That's all I really have, unless anybody has any specific questions.
Yeah, on the FEMA work, did they give you an idea of when they expect to have the insurance work done? We saw that they came out and painted on the concrete, but that was quite a while ago, and it seems to be taking a long time for them to get started.
Yeah, we had sent that over to the attorney. I think there was still one issue with one of the policies that they were getting revised. I would imagine that it gets knocked out this week, and we get those contracts executed in short order. They're itching to go. They're just trying to meet the requirements of the contract, and sometimes insurance companies read the language a little different than the attorneys intended it for it to be, or what it actually states. So.
Okay. And I think water well number 1, plugging it before came in at almost 100,000, didn't it? When we looked at it a couple of years ago.
So that was to do a lot more work with it, and that was to demolish the whole plant as well. But yes, it was more expensive.
Okay. Okay. All right. So I need a.
How much did it cost?
We've got a bid for $35,800.
Oh, okay, that's much lower.
Yeah, that's just for plugging it, but yeah. Okay. All right. So I need a motion to. You need a motion for that for that proposal to plug it.
Yes, I need a motion for the 1-year annual report and the educational material to be sent out.
Okay.
A motion for the proposal for plugging the well.
Okay.
The pay application number. Yes, and the CIFCON recommendation of award.
Okay. All right. So I need a motion for the proposal for plugging water well water plant number 1.
Motion.
Okay. Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. I need approval or a motion to approve pay app number 2 in the amount of $18,150. That's for the east ditch.
I'll make that motion.
Okay. Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, and then I need a motion for the Civcon Group for the low bid of $1,985,680 for the storm sewer phase 2 rehab.
I'll make that motion for storm sewer phase 2.
Okay. All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. That it, Taylor?
Yes, that's it. Thank you, guys.
Okay. All right.
Good.
All right. Number 7 is the violation of district rules, public hearing for violation of district rules and damage to district property and assessment of penalties. Then after that, we will be going into executive session. So, okay. Mia, this is your chance. And then Paul Raddick, our attorney, will
Is that the same
will-
attorney?
Yeah, I'm
as
here.
CIA?
No, no.
Okay.
He will be addressing you virtually.
I'm just waiting for an apology.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. Paul, do you want to go ahead?
Yeah, sure. I'll get us started. So why we're here today is there were I want to say various occasions, violations of your district rules, specifically park rules related to signage. The board spent $1.35 million buying Charleston Park through condemnation, and has spent a lot of time and money making it a beautiful asset of the community. As part of that, you adopted rules to preserve that beautiful status. And one of those rules is that you cannot place signs within the park. And so what I believe has happened, what you have before you, board, is Ms. Sanders, who is residing at 572 Swanee Park has apparently been placing signs for garage sales in the park. And I believe it's happened on multiple occasions. It was caught on at least one, maybe two or three by several board members, by Tim and Julie at least. And that may sound minor, and perhaps in some ways it is. But the real issue is there was attempted education. So the community has been saying, in connection with some of the inquiries related to the election, why are we not trying to resolve these things, through board communication, stuff like that? Well, we always do.
I'm
And
talking
so
about
there
the
was an
garage
attempt
sale
to.
signs. I don't know what you're talking about, the elections.
So, and there's always an effort to do that. So there was an attempt to have discussions with Ms. Sanders, and how do I say this in a non-inflammatory way? They were not successful. In fact, I believe Ms. Sanders got very aggressive. I think she has been cited and has to appear up in Conroe for some potential criminal violations related to her conduct.
Oh, okay.
What happened related to the signage in the park was very serious. There were serious attempts to address it without having to have it involve attorneys or attorney fees or taking up the board time. And it has just become a spiraling situation. And so we're here, board. I've said about all I think I need to say. There is a clear violation area rules. You can fine up to $20,000. I'm not saying you should do anything like that. But I do think you need to hear the evidence, decide what to do. And again, may sound minor, it does need enforcement, or if we allow garage sale signs and it becomes political signs and it becomes this sign and that sign and the pristine nature of the park is destroyed. And then I would, again, just for emphasis, restate that there was an attempt to address it, board member to homeowner, that did not result in the kind of response that the board would want, which is really why we're here. So with that, I'll turn it over to the board, and I think Ms. Sanders may have some things that she wants to say. And board, obviously, if you have questions, we're happy to do it. But she was issued the standard letter and violation notice, and I'm glad she's here so we could talk about it. So with that, I'll turn the floor over. Thank you.
What's the criminal thing that you're talking about?
That has nothing to do with
Then
here.
why are you even mentioning it?
He's talking about how aggressive you've become.
I'm
and
talking about how you have
disruptive.
lied. I have
So-
video of you stealing those signs.
Well,
and I have video
first
and
of
a
all-
witness of some you standing there waiting for me to leave. You had never come up to me the 30 times you took a sign. I did campaigning for RFK Jr. Spent a lot of money to get his signs, and I have a lot left over. Okay? And so I have video evidence of you picking up that sign, taking it, and putting it in your truck.
Okay.
Asking, what are you doing? You not wanting to introduce yourself like as if you had an authority in the first place to be there to get those signs. For that much sake, you didn't even want to admit what was going on at that. You said, oh, you just can't, well, you can see the video if you want. You can see the video if you want. And then I have a witness watching you as I leave to wait, to come up, to take that sign. I don't know what kind of professional person does that. I don't know if that's your procedure. Is that the procedure?
Can I ask a question? Have you seen our signs on the park?
I see a lot of signs on the park. I have a
No,
picture of the
our
signs that were
posted
around
signs.
that day.
Our posted signs on the park that
regarding the
state.
park rules.
Where is that?
They're
And when were those
posted,
placed there?
they have been placed
I
there
really-
years ago.
Well, I don't see them.
Here's
And
the
I wanna
sign
see
with the park
exactly, and I'll
rules.
tell you where my signs were. They were all on public, private property. They were all in somebody's
Not your
yard.
private property.
What,
no.
who, so
Not
in
your
someone's
private property.
yard?
And did
whose
anyone
yard?
make a complaint about that specifically, or are you just trying to bring that up to be okay with your bad behavior?
So, first of all, on the sign, we have posted and
Mhm.
have had posted for several years, park rules.
Oh, well, we gotta
One
go
on
see them.
one on each end of each.
You're lying where
park.
those were placed. I didn't ever, where's Charleston Park? Where's
Charleston
that?
Park is the 77 acres of the green space, from when
I
you
never
come
placed a
in
sign
under the
there.
bridge, from when you come under
Okay, where's the
bridge,
picture of my
on the
sign
right
being
and the
there?
left.
Where's the picture
All
of
the
my
way-
signs being?
Well, I
I don't
have a
have
picture.
Because you do have 30 of my signs.
No, I don't.
So,
You do.
one
No,
of
I
the
don't.
rules
You do.
is, no signs or advertisement of any kind.
Okay, well, you can argue with that when we get to court.
Okay,
That's fine.
okay, so, Okay, is there anything else
So
you'd like
so
to?
you're saying that you did not put signs?
No, sir, I did not put, I can tell you exactly where I put signs. I put signs, whenever you come into RP and you turn right, I put one right there, and then you go
Okay.
all the way into
When you
RP,
turn, let's talk about that one.
right at the feeder road. The feeder
Oh,
road.
Okay,
Up by
so
Fort-
okay.
before you get into RP.
Is that-
Anyways,
is that
and then we
before
go
you get-
down further
wait,
into
wait,
RP.
I'm not done asking about that.
Okay,
Was that, when
it was
you-
right there by the estate sale signs,
when
the,
you're-
other
when you're
garage
in-
sale signs,
when
the,
you're in-
I
were
do
you
gutter
in,
signs.
Were you in RP at that point?
No,
You weren't.
we were
So
at
that was
the
before.
45
Outside
feeder.
the railroad track.
Before the railroad tracks,
Okay.
way before.
Okay, so where
And
else
then
did
we
you put
turn
signs?
into the right, and we go straight down till we get to the red house. Right there to the right, there's a house, right there, that's where my sign was.
You're talking about
Pointing to
the,
go
when you
that
say
way.
the red house, are you talking about the old
The old
CIA
CIA
building?
building.
That's not
Mhm.
that.
So it's Stonewall Jackson and River Plantation Drive, on the
Okay.
right-hand side in somebody's yard. And then we take a left. And then the very next sign we have is at Jubal Early and Stonewall Jackson, right where you turn into my street.
Okay.
That isn't my neighbor's yard.
Okay.
Okay, we go a little bit further down, and what is that? Cumberland Ranch, and what is that? Stephen F. Austin. Right there, in somebody's yard. And then the next one that you stole, got you stolen that, is at the convenience store.
You don't have any video of me stealing one from the convenience store.
And then I have pictures of the whole area right there where there's about 12 political signs. There's somebody with the I Repair Garage
Well,
door
Charleston, wait,
sign,
let me
and
stop
then a
you.
plumber sign.
Charleston Park does not go that far.
You're right, because we
Charleston
never went to
Park.
Charleston Park.
So we don't have
I
a
have
rule
3
against
people that can verify that we've never put signs there. You're lying
I
to
can-
cover up your bad behavior.
I can tell
Because
you
the
that,
constable told you, you could not have the right to get my signs. The
Okay.
constable told you that.
Okay, first of
And then you
all,
lied about some other stuff.
we're only here about signs that were on Charleston
And that
Park.
doesn't exist, because it wouldn't make sense for me to put a sign there for my garage sale.
At the corner of Stonewall Jackson and River Plantation Drive was a sign. That's Charleston.
Yeah, the one that I
property.
see you taking it.
Yeah, that
No.
is
That isn't in
Charleston.
somebody's yard. Are you
No.
telling me that no, the constable told me it was county. The constable told me it was county property, or private residence, baby. I don't wanna hear what you're talking about. You're lying, you keep lying.
Okay.
Did
I don't
you
even
get a
understand your
citation?
procedure.
First
Did
of
you
all, you
receive a
can't tell
citation?
That's the
what
reason
somebody
why I
else
don't
told
feel, very, very happy talking to you, because you're a bunch of liars.
Okay, well, first
And
of
you're
all,
willing to get
appreciate
your
it.
lawyers involved and spend his time and that money to look at my post over the
Okay.
weekend.
First of all, okay,
And
we're not
sending
here
me a bill
about,
for $20,000.
it says up to, and he
Okay, is that what you're
explained it was
going off
up
of?
to.
Oh, that just really
So-
distressed me. I'm telling you right now, I cried
Okay.
and I was really distraught. Oh, there's the man right there that I was
So,
talking
first of all,
to
you
that day.
can't tell us what someone else said, okay?
Okay, well, you can
That
look at the property,
because,
because that's not in the Charleston Park.
okay, so,
That is
do
in
you have
somebody's
anything
yard.
else pertinent to explain to us that we need to know before we adjourn to go into executive session and?
No, I just,
Discuss
the
it.
names that are all on that letter that you sent me, that harassing letter, I'll send all those names to your
Okay.
superior. I was expecting an apology.
I don't
This
know
is
what
horrible
names,
to be
but
doing this to
okay.
your
Just so you-
residents.
Just so you know, our
Really?
superiors are the voters,
Yeah.
we're
I don't,
elected
you'll see,
officials.
you'll see. I know who I'm gonna write the letters to.
Okay, all right. Well, thank you for coming.
I am
We will,
so
our attorney
thankful
will
for
be
this.
in touch with you, I'm sure, unless you wanna hang around in the parking lot when we finish up the executive session.
No,
Okay.
I have so
Then
many
he'll
other better
be-
things to do,
Okay.
and they're not garage sales, can you believe
Okay.
that?
Well, he'll be in touch with you after this then to let you know what
Mhm.
we decide.
All right, you enjoy your, whatever.
Okay,
the
so it is
football, your lives.
7:19
Oh,
PM
wait,
on Monday, March 6th. We're going to adjourn to go into executive session. It's 7:55 PM. We're back in general session.
Is this on?
Yeah. Does anybody have a motion they wanna make?
I make a motion that we assess a fine of $5,000 for improperly placing signs and
On Charleston.
on Charleston Park. And due to the, we're doing a high fine because of the extenuating circumstances involved in the reaction of the resident. However, if the resident chooses to pay the fine, which within 30 days, the fine can be reduced to $4,000. I don't remember her last name. The name of the resident is Mia Sanders. That's it.
Okay, do I have a second?
I second that.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Tim recused himself. Okay, I wanna make one statement before we adjourn. There is an allegation, an insinuation, whatever you wanna call it, an allegation that there was a, violation that was prosecuted. We got a, I'm not gonna say prosecuted, it was taken to court, we received a judgment. The allegation is that that judgment was dismissed for lack of whatever, lack of want or something like that, I can't remember the exact terminology. That is not true. That is a bold-faced lie. That case, we did get a judgment. The person, or I'm sorry, we did not get a judgment. The person made an arrangement with Paul Raddick to pay the amount we assessed him right before it went to court. Therefore, it was dismissed on our behalf because they presented a check. Okay? So there was no judgment against that person. It was not dismissed except by us because we were in fact reimbursed and paid.
It was satisfied.
It was satisfied. Okay? So that's the only one I'm gonna address right now.
Transparency is great, isn't it?
Transparency is amazing when it works, right? Right? So, yes, okay. All right, so do I have a motion? We have, well, our next meeting is scheduled for April 20th at 6:30 p.m. That is the first day of voting, absentee voting, right?
Yes.
Yes, absentee voting, or early voting. First day of early voting. Our Meet the Candidates,
When is Meet the Candidate?
our Meet the Candidates, thing is April 17th at 6:30 p.m. at Cornerstone Church. We do have 5 candidates running. Do I have a motion? Oh, do I have a motion to adjourn?
Move we adjourn.
Okay, do I have a second?
Second that.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye. Meet you.
All right.
Aye.